What's good, YouTube? Back at you with another video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. Let's get into it. Today we're going to be doing a bald, low fade, 2 on the top with the 1919 Wahl anniversary clippers. So we're going to start this video by using the Wahl retro T-cut trimmers, and we're going to go ahead and make our initial guideline. So we're going to go ahead and get all this bulk knocked out. We're going to go ahead and directionalize the hair, constantly brush the hair in the direction that it's laying down so you can fade everything evenly. We're gonna go ahead and knock all that out. It's good to be back on YouTube. It's been a minute since I made some video, put out some content, but we back in there. I have another video that I'm gonna be uploading pretty soon too, if not already uploaded, on eyebrow shaping. If you're keeping up with the barber industry, you know very well that barbering is no longer just fades. You know, there's a lot of scissor work, there's a lot of eyebrows, color enhancement, there's a lot going on. But back to the haircut, we're gonna take those Wahl shavers, and as you can see, I'm making a very, very, very bald guideline. You can see the hair, I'm not going all the way up yet, and I'm just making that guideline. And after I do this, what I'm gonna do is take the shavers again and start making a flick out motion upwards along that occipital bone, and we're gonna go ahead and knock out that line by using a flicking motion and tilting the shaver. This is a technique that I picked up and I use for my haircuts all the time. But now we're gonna go ahead and whip out those 1919 anniversary Wahl clippers that they just dropped. They retailed at about $250, I believe. Shout out to my boy Davey Wavy for hooking me up with these clippers and letting me use them for this video. Right now we got we have the clipper lever all the way open. We're making our first guideline. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my homeboy's Instagram tag in there. I'll be in the bottom left corner. Go follow him, follow them crispy blends. He's got nice blurry work, but we're taking that clipper, closing the lever all the way, and raising that line up. And now I'm gonna take the retro T-cuts and get the line down. I left underneath there, clean up underneath where we use the 1919s. Now we're gonna get the 1919s back and open the lever about 2/3 of the way. And we're just gonna start raising that blend, you know, fading up, because I'm not a big fan of fading down. So all my fades, I follow the same process, follow the same steps, and I just fade up the head. So now we're gonna take the half guard, open it up, open the lever up all the way. We're gonna make the next guideline. And this is just like a foolproof method of fading. So once you do that, you get that guideline you have. What we're gonna do next is close the lever all the way and just slightly open it up about 1/3 of the way and just start raising that fade up. If you follow this step, well, these steps in general, all the steps, I mean, you'll be putting out butter every time. I mean, because you never lose yourself, you never get lost in where you're at. It's just the same thing over and over, you know, and repetition will get you to where you need to be. Haircut, we're gonna take that number 1 guard, we're gonna open the lever all the way and just start raising that fade up all the way up to the crown. You wanna make sure that you're going against the grain and making sure that you're fading everything evenly. That's why I'm constantly brushing the hair, spreading the skin to make sure that I got a nice blurry looking fade. You want to make it look like somebody smeared butter on the side of the head, you know. And right now I got that half guard, I'm sorry, that 1 guard closed, and we're just gonna raise that guideline, you know. And when you see dark spots in the haircut, what you can do is just take the lever and just mess with the lever, you know, up and down. Use the corner of your blade, use your clipper to its full extent, and detail those areas that you need to detail. But now we got the 1.5 guard all the way open, and we're raising up the fade again. And then once we make that initial guideline with the guard that you're using, you want to close the lever all the way and open it up about 1/3 of the way, and then just start raising up. You know, raise it up a little bit, and then open it 2/3 of the way and raise it up. This way, you're just constantly using the same steps. I mean, any texture of hair, like I say in every single video, no matter if it's curly, straight, long, short, no matter what, coarse, fine, no matter what hair, if you follow the steps, you're gonna put out a blurry blend. And that is the goal. You wanna make sure that there's no heavy lines and things just look smooth and transition nicely. Now I'm just taking the number 2 guard and knocking out the top, and that's what the top is gonna be, is a number 2 guard closed. And these 1919s just eat. You know, they are nothing compared to the seniors. They are like super, super powerful. I really like them. The case, the shell that the clipper is all metal casing, and it's just extremely durable. I really want to get these clippers when I get a chance. But now we're taking that half guard, opening the lever slightly, and we're fading up to the top of the head. We're fading into that 2 that we put at the top. So the 1.5 guard I'm using, and I'm just opening the lever and just playing with that and just detailing what I can. Now, since we already did the opposite side and I gave you the step-by-step, this side is just the same exact thing. You know, like I said, follow your steps, follow the process, everything will work out, everything will be blurry, and just transition nicely. But more about these 1919 clippers. These clippers are amazing. You know, I can't really say that any more than I already have, but they're great. They're great clippers. You know, these weren't even zero gapped. You know, I like the blade that it has, I like the power, I like the sturdiness and heaviness to it, and the way it was packaged was just immaculate. You know, Wahl did their thing when they packaged this. The presentation was great. You know, it's very appealing to the eyes, and it is a great, I would say, 100-year anniversary clipper. You know, and it's crazy to think that Wahl's been around for 100 years, but that just goes to show how far, you know, this career field, this passion that we all have and share to cut hair, that's been around, and dating all the way back to the Egyptian days. You know, it's a very admirable career field to be in, and I love cutting hair. I love doing this. I love doing my thing, fading up people, making them feel good. You know, and these clippers were just great for this haircut. The only thing that I did not really care for is the fact that it didn't come with any guards. You know, most Wahl clippers will come with at least your 1.5 and your half guard, but these didn't come with anything at all, like just the clipper alone and the charger. But can't complain much because these clippers, like I said, they're great clippers. But now we're getting to the edge up portion of the haircut. My brother, he's receding. Yeah, this is my brother, my client in this video, but he is receding a little bit. So I'm laying the spritz down to harden the hair, the edge up area, get those hairs directed and sturdy for when I do make that edge up with the trimmers. Right now I'm just knocking down his mustache a little bit. I'm taking a 1 guard with the grain and just trimming it up a little bit, edging it up, making it crispy, getting it off the lip. But the spritz, you know, just let it dry, let it sit there, and let the hair harden up so it's easier to cut when you edge up. And you're gonna see that when I start right now. And we're gonna go ahead and take that edge up, work from the middle and work outwards. That's the way I always do my edge ups. I'll start on the left side and then revert back to the right side. Everything I do is never a surprise. I always follow the same steps with every haircut. Every fade, I start the same. I will say that though, the way I faded in this video, I have been starting to do that more recently, fading one side of the head and then fading the other side of the head. Normally I'll just fade all the way around, but I'm finding that I'm doing quicker haircuts by fading one side at a time. But back to the edge up, we're gonna get that nice and crispy, the side right there, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit that C cup area and get it, you know, nice and detailed as much as we can with the trimmer. Just, you don't have to be too exact about it because you're gonna go over it anyway with your razor, of course. The razor will always do the job and get it super crispy like you want it. But because my brother's receding, I wanted to also showcase on how to use the hair fibers as well. So we'll be doing that as well in this video. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and make that edge up super crispy with the razor, and this is the official Tomb 45 razor cartridge that I'm using. Shout out to Tomb 45 and what they're doing in the barber industry, just changing a lot of things. One of the things that I want to get pretty soon is the color enhancement cordless gun that they have, and it's like, I want to say like $150, but that's available on their website with all the merchandise and whatnot. But like I said, back with the haircut, we're gonna get everything crispy first, make our initial lineup, because without color enhancement, you still want the haircut to look the way you would envision it in your head, super crispy, without color enhancement. You know, color enhancement is used just like the word says, enhancement. It's not used to cover up things, it's used to enhance parts that are lacking. So now we're going over here and we're going to just lightly spray the edge up portion on the top right there. I do not do it heavy. I just do it lightly because you want your edge up to look natural. You want the haircut to look natural. That's the goal with the enhancement, is just to have a natural looking, product, and that's what we're doing here. So what I'm doing is I just use a business card and I just spray the hair fibers on there. And once the hair fibers are where they need to be, I'll go ahead and hit it with some spritz. The spritz is just gonna harden up that the hair fibers and just get that hold that you need. And I just blow dry it real quick to make sure it's all dry and in place. And then after we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and take the razor and just clean it all up again. Now what you're doing with the razor portion right now is just making sure that the hair fibers, if they sprayed overshot where you wanted your edge up to be, you're just lining that up and getting it back where it needs to be. But as you can see where he was receding, we have the enhancement in there, and we're just bringing out that edge up to its full potential. And it doesn't look fabricated, it doesn't look, fake, it doesn't look like you're covering anything up. If the hair fibers weren't there, you're still gonna have a crispy edge up. And I'm just gonna knock all that debris and excess, like skin hair fibers that just built up when you edged it up. You just knock that all out by blow drying the hair. Now I'm just knocking the mustache down. Well, not knocking it down, but I'm edging it up on top, right below the nose, and we're just gonna get him a nice thin, shaped mustache. And finally, the finishing touch to the haircut, we're gonna throw some oil sheen on there, let that haircut pop. Oil sheen will just make it look, the fade will bring it out, makes it more blurry in my opinion, and have people feeling themselves when they leave the shop. And that'll do it for this haircut. I appreciate you for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit me down in the comments. Any feedback is great feedback, but I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers, and I appreciate you for checking out this video. Peace.